Hello and welcome to the world of pride, and I am your host, the one and only Kippy Love. This is the second part of the MRE menu number 14, the creamy spinach fettuccine. I had the video on pause, and then my other half was like, call me. I was like, let me see if I can kind of push the triple lines on the one side to where it'll open up all the windows and you can go to one window at a time or something like that, jump around. And I thought maybe the video will still be on pause and I can go check out and go call her or go see what she wanted, and then when I tried to exit over and go to the window instead of exiting actually out of this, it set off. It went. Ugh. So I was like, oh man. So now I'm back. Let's see. I had the brown packet with the hot chocolate or the cocoa drink. And you can drink it, I guess, hot or cold. But I'm going to try it hot this time because last time I tried it, it was cold and it was real cakey and stuff like that. I have my spoon here, metal spoon, and I'm trying to stir all of the chocolate up in it because I wanted to make sure it wasn't all gritty instead this time around. And you can see it's steaming hot. And I'm going to try some of this in a little bit. Then I have my little trusty spoon. And I'm going to keep my trusty spoon, but I'm going to use my metal spoon to mix this up. This is the creamy spinach fettuccine, and it's got the red pepper flakes in it. So I'm going to mix that up really good. And then I'm going to, I got that mixed up now, and the pepper is going to get mixed up in with the flavor is going to mix in with the spinach fettuccine. Then I have my crackers over here. Well, first I'm going to have my coffee. I already put the coffee in here and the creamer. And of course I've got the coffee one here and the creamer here because I just put it in just put it in and mixed it up. The chocolate and the fettuccine I thrown away thinking I was going to be able to save the video and I could just come back and say, oh, here's the fettuccine and here's this. But now here's the crackers. I'm going to open it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the crackers up into two different little bites because, I kind of cut the cracker up a little bit while I was trying to, oh well. I'm going to try to see if I can open this without getting it everywhere. I don't know if it's going to let me drag it all out or not. I'm probably going to have to cut it open again. I cut off the tip, but it's so vacuum sealed in there that it won't let me get it out straight. So I'm going to have to I might have to break it trying to get it out. See, come on, Cletus. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to break them. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay, put the crumbs in there with the fettuccine. That's what I'm going to do is I got two crackers, and I have madness to this. And then I have some peanut butter. I took the peanut butter and I put it in some super hot water so I could try to soften up the peanut butter to where I could squirt it on there. But here's the... I'm going to try the fettuccine. I'm going to put a little scoop of it on top of the cracker and see what it tastes like with that. But I'm going to take a bite of the fettuccine first before. You got to be careful. I put it in the microwave, of course, for 2 minutes. Not bad for a MRE. It's good. It's got is like creamy it's creamy fettuccine, but it's actually like spinach souffle with mint noodles in it. I'm gonna take a bite of the cracker with that on there. Mmm. Mmm. Good. It almost tastes like a, ooh, it's a little hot there. It's a little hot with those peppers in there. I've been into the pepper, the like their seeds of the peppers, and it's a little stingy. It's a little hot. It's good though. I know y'all want a bite. I'm gonna give you all a little bite here. Let me see if I can do this carefully here. I don't want to give you too much now. I don't want to give you too much heat. I'll give you a little bit of heat. A little bit of noodles. Here's one for you. Come here. Get up here and get it. Right here. There's Gally's. Gally a bite. And then we give Aspen a bite here. Mm-hmm. Where's Precious? Come here, Precious. Come over here. Get in the video so I can give you a bite. Everybody can see you give you a bite. Come here, girl. Over here. Come on, Precious. Over here. Up here. Come on. Come on, Precious. Get up here and soak. There you go. See, everybody got a bite. I want everybody to be. Oh, careful! Don't spill everything up now. Careful. All right. But yeah, this is really good. The fettuccine and with the cracker, you know. Now I'm gonna try the get a little coffee going here, so I can try to get rid of the hot flavor. With hot coffee, it's good. Okay, now I've got this a little warm. Maybe I don't know if it's hot enough, but I put, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. You get greedy. All right, let's see. Did it melt it? Probably not too much. It got it a little creamy, but not much. You know, it's still, it didn't really do the trick. It's still kind of peanut buttery. You know, it's still, it didn't really get soft like I was hoping it was going to get. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on here and take a bite of it with my cracker on it. Okay, come here. Ooh, don't fall off my cracker. There we go. I took a bite like that. Calm down. Mm-hmm. One for Gally. All right. One for Aspen. All right, now I gotta squish this out a little bit. And I got some for Precious. Come on, Precious, get up here on the sofa. Come on, girl, get up here. There you go. Yep. Everybody got equal share, equal amount. And of course, I'm going to take the rest of it. That was yummy. Ha ha ha. Peanut butter. Yummy. All right. Now, we have dessert basically left over. You have the cran raspberry flavor First Strike nutrition, kind of like energy bar. It's like a little bit like jerky. All right, y'all, don't get greedy. And then, of course, the honey mustard and onion pretzel nuggets right here. So we're gonna open these up and have a taste of them and see what they taste like. This is my early dinner. We're gonna have dinner later, but I'm having my early dinner. All right, now I'm gonna show you what they look like. Well, first I'm gonna taste the hot chocolate first, and then we'll go and show you the other stuff. Okay, here's the hot chocolate, and of course you can see that creamy chocolate. Yes, it does taste like hot chocolate almost. It's almost like a hot chocolate. It's a protein, you know, energy drink type thing, you know. It's made out of chocolate. So it's like a hot chocolate with protein and stuff like that, which is good for the trip, you know, like while you're out there, you know, fighting or traveling, you know, to the next destination or something like that. You want plenty of energy to keep you running. Okay, now we're gonna try the honey mustard and onion pretzel nuggets, and of course they look like the little pretzels. Smells like honey mustard, and we'll see what. Oh wow. Mm. 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 Yummy. Mm. Mm. It's like it's a pretzel. I don't know if the onions are in the pretzels itself, or if the honey mustard powder and onion powder is on the outside, and then it melts while you're chewing it, and it tastes like onions and honey mustard. I know it's got a powder on it, so that might be what it is. But yeah, that's what it is. It's a kind of a powder that they kind of, what happened, I guess, when the pretzel was still a little warm, they probably sprinkled the powder on there or spritzed it a little bit and then put the powder on there, and then maybe it got a little bit of the stickiness of the honey mustard powder and the onion powder on there. Maybe it, you know, stuck a little bit better than it would have if you just sprinkled it in there, you know, because it probably fall off anyway. It's all in the bottom of the bag, you know, but it tastes like it's right there on the bag. I'm going to take a little bit of that coffee. Yummy. And here's what it looks like. The cran raspberry fruit bar. And again, this is one of those energy things. I'll get you a bite. What? One for you. And then one for Precious. Boy, tough. Mm-hmm. I mean, not tough, but it's like, now, it's kind of, it's like a fruit roll up almost. Kind of taffy. See, it's real soft, and it's a little chewy. Mm-hmm. At the same time, it's got kind of like, it tastes like maybe Rice Krispie or a very soft granola. They put a little bit of crunch in there. And of course, got the raspberry and the cranberry texture and flavor in there. Get out my window. Thank you. A little girl always has to stick her nose out the window to look at everybody walking up down the street and then barks. So I'm sorry I had to get on to her, but she drives me crazy when she does that. That's pretty good. Sorry about that again, like I said. But it's a pretty good raspberry, cran raspberry. But anyway, that is our meal. And for $5, you know, that's not a bad meal for $5, even if it is an MRE. But of course, this is an MRE, menu number 14. The creamy spinach Alfredo. It had some coffee, little chickets for gum afterwards. You had the energy bar type thing. You had the onion, honey mustard, pretzels, the peanut butter, the hot chocolate, the coffee, the crackers. You know, it had all the little ingredients and all that stuff that you could mix with everything. Came with napkin and matches and the heating thing to cook it outside if you didn't have a stove or a microwave like I do. Coffee and a hot chocolate. I mean, it's like, that is like a meal. You know, some meals that they have out there, if you watch some other people like Steve 1987, sometimes he gets a whole box from somebody and it has like 2 or 3 meals in the box where he can separate it. Here's the breakfast, here's the lunch, here's the dinner, you know. And I mean, I'd love to be able to get one of them. So if any of you MRE people out there that can find me one of those, you know, and send it to me, because all I ever find is these. I have to go out to Smiley's Flea Market and I get them out there. I know there's another place I'm going to be checking out maybe this week or next week, and it's another it's a bigger flea market, and these same guys are going to be out there, and they got a bigger area out there, so they might have some different stuff out there besides just these MRE packages. But yeah, real good meal for $5. And if you were out on the field or out in the desert or rainforest or whatever, and you had one of these meals, yeah, it's good. I mean, I watched a video the other day. It was Tom. Oh man, what's the guy's name? Tom and Son. I forgot what the video is. I'll have to put it in the wording on the message or something. But he's like 1800 living or something like that, where they actually are dressed back in that time and everything. And he just recently put a video on there talking about like George Washington and the men on the field and everything. And they had to build buildings, hospital. They had to eat rations and stuff. They only had one pot to eat, some of that. And then he was showing the actual MRE bag and saying, today they have this, but back then we only had pot, and you know, so it's like really amazing, this MRE meal. But I'm grateful for the food that I do have, you know, where I can eat inside the house and use a microwave, and I can eat, you know, good whole meals and stuff like that. Where I know they're not bitching and moaning about these meals. They're happy to get this, especially when they're out there and they can't, have these kind of big meals like restaurants and stuff like that like we can, or refrigerators and stoves like we do. But and my heart, goes out, and my hat, or my imaginary hat, to these wonderful men out there and women that fight for our country. I mean, they got more guts than I would, very much, because if I got out there and I had to get out there with a gun and shoot people or be shot by somebody just to fight a war, and just, even if it's for the country, my country and stuff, protecting the America, I don't know if I could do that kind of shit. It's scary just, walking down the street or being in the house and you hear gunshots going off somewhere, and then you're just wondering if you're going to get shot by a gun or something like that. It's really, it's scary just doing that. But imagine being out on the field and having to watch where you walk, and might be blown up by a bomb or be shot by a, grenade or a tank or something like that, or being shot by bullets. You never know what's going to happen when you're out there in the field. And so my hair goes off to these people. So anyway, that's our video. Y'all have a awesome day and a perfect tomorrow. We'll catch y'all at the Scratching Post, where we can meow about MREs are amazing. But like the old MREs, the 1960 MREs or something like that, or ones that are over 60 years old, back in the wartime, 40s and 30s and shit like that. Like I said, that Steve, 1987, he opened up one, and they had this little pack of cigarettes that was like 3 or 4 cigarettes in a pack, and they were still fresh, and he was smoking them. I mean, that's amazing. That back in the day they had cigarettes in them. They don't have them anymore like that, because everybody's health conscious. But anyway, if it would be nice if it had, some catnip in one. I could be like, yeah, let me, smoke one of these, or sleep on one of these, roll on one of these before my meal, so I can, get the munchies. But anyway, bye.